Hey all, who's ready for some weekend farming? We're up against Zizak, Eric Boytel, and Brick Tamland in the 2-seat. Can't avoid Zizak by switching my stream day. Zizak rated 589, Eric Boytel rated 100 on 325 games, and Brick Tamland rated 350. And we have a very interesting pack, Draft 10 being the land of all crazy things. So the Ox are pretty interesting. We have a Field Watchman, we have a Field Doctor, Patroness, Tree Guard. Nova, thanks so much for the tier 1 in the 19 months. I don't know what happened with the text-to-speech, but that was kind of weird. There's a ton of grain stuff here, and I think that just makes me take Field Watchman. I have, like, a lot of concern passing Tree Guard to a very good player. I definitely have a lot of concern about that. But Writing Desk should be pretty good here. Briar Hedge, I don't think I really need. Land Register would be nice. Hook Knife, Throwing Axe are all fine. But yeah, there's plenty of good stuff in those Ox to get back. Storeroom looks like a clear grab here. Remodeling, we definitely want to remember, exists. Boar Spear, this isn't necessarily a boar... Oh! Oh, baby! Oh, actually, well, we have to take this, actually, because we passed a Tree Guard, so we have to take this as Tree Guard counter. There isn't anything great here. Oh, there is good stuff here. Oh man, there's good stuff here. But I have to take Material Deliveryman as Tree Guard defense, or if I get Tree Guard back, that's what we do. I think it is good enough in Tree Guard games to just justify taking it. Basket Weaver's definitely an interesting card here. Pioneer. Overachiever's typically quite good. Gray and I rated it highly in our E-Deck video. And Miller seems totally fine for Field Watchman if it's like late major. But I'm not actually sure. There's a very fun combo here with Boar Spear. Because there was the Ock in the previous pack which lets you discard grain from fields for pigs. And those pigs would become 4 food each with Boar Spear. I'm just going to take Storeroom right now. Because I can't guarantee that that comes back. It probably means we lose Boar Spear. That's fine. Remodeling or Tea Time would be okay. If all three of these get taken, I don't know what I want. Yeah, I don't know what I want if these three get taken. I'm not a big fan of Large Greenhouse, despite taking Storeroom here. If we see no other veg support, then Large Greenhouse is probably fine, but Seed Trader is preferable, I think. Hello also to Schmog. At the Soon, hello In the Times. Hello El Scout, the structure of time itself has been destroyed by a simple summons of Los Angeles County asking me to perform my civic duties. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. These are cards. Cookery Lesson is probably less good with Writing Desk. Woodslide Hammer, very dangerous. Drill Harrow has some good combos. Bookmark's quite good. Crop Rotation Field could be fun, but it's probably not super important. Sundial seems good for a Field Watchman game as well. There are very interesting conversion options this game with Nutrition Expert and Market Crier being in the game, but I think this is probably a Master Tanner pick. Though we would have to activate this before Field Doctor, that still seems doable. Because Field Doctor interacts the other way. It's not a room provider. Master Tanner is. And I think I de-draft Woodslide Hammer here. I say de-draft with, I guess, still a possibility we end up going... A small possibility we end up going Big House. The nice thing about... Well, I don't know. I don't know if both Tree Guard and Field Doctor get taken, because I don't know what Eric Boytel and Brick Tamland think about those two cards. And getting either back would be a big win. Hey, random NPC. Yeah, this is the third Agricola stream today. Rainier going way before I could wake up, and Econ Sean made an appearance. I'm playing third fiddle. Well, here's a good veggie source, and it's probably good enough. If I can get game... God, I'm hoping to get Game Provider back, which is just silly. That's not necessarily a good card. Non-harvest returning home phases, pay a grain to breed. I don't think that's going to work out well enough. Whale Oil's very interesting here with Writing Desk. More interesting than Gritter. I'm not convinced there's enough clay in the game for Potter's Market, because I think we've seen a lot of ways to use clay. Notably, Clay Firer. There was a remodeling, but that doesn't necessarily add clay to the game, because that usually becomes rooms. I don't think Potter's Market is too likely to happen. So I take Whale Oil. Like, I'm kind of concerned I'm not taking enough playable cards here. How do I feel about Open Air Farmer in a Tree Guard game? Probably not good enough compared to Potato Digger. Patroness coming back is not what I expected. We also get Game Provider back. Now, we could hunt the Nutrition Expert or Boar Spear coming back and pick Game Provider here. And that would be pretty fun. I don't know if that's good enough, is the thing. Slurry is pretty good. Grain Thief... It's just funny how little I care about Grain Thief. We don't have enough grain conversion stuff. I mean, Patroness Writing Desk seems good. But I think with Master Tanner, it's going to be Game Provider here. I think all of my Ox are playable. These are not typically Ox that I pick, at least some of them. Hook Knife or Slurry? Econ Sean, I just barely saw any of his games, but Slurry was pretty good, and it's playable always. Okay. Oh yeah, and the times. Shout out Econ Sean, who may or may not be here. Also, Brick Tamland is timing out, so that's fun. This is pack 5. You should know these cards. Let's at least put some time pressure on them. Miller is great to see. Remodeling did come back. Okay, sure. Count it. Pioneer is fun, but I'm not a big believer in it yet. Seed Trader could be fine as a Potato Digger replacement. Pastor seems very playable. Well, actually it doesn't, because there's Field Doctor. Never mind. Pastor is not playable. And then Miller. Wait, where did Boar Spear go? No! I guess we need Nutrition Expert now. Okay, so Miller basically gives us bonus bakes if we get grain blocked and lets you race to a baking improvement. God, I'm upset. Seed Trader is better if we run Nutrition. But running Nutrition means we don't use Master Tanner. At least early. Is that okay? I'm probably not running it early anyway. Alright. Is this a hearth baking game? Or am I going more Nutrition heavy? You know, I probably don't have enough veggies to run Nutrition here. Also, it just doesn't come back, so whatever. Sundial comes back, though. Free sow actions are awesome. Nobody taking Cookery Lesson is somewhat interesting. I don't really believe in Potato Planter, especially with just a Potato Digger. Like, I have enough ways to get veg in the ground late, so this is just Seatmate. Which is usually a lot better to take Plowsow in the late game. And that's not exactly my situation here, so I guess I'm in the weird, like, this helps with urgent world. Alright, let's run this. Sad we didn't get Field Doctor back, but it be like that sometimes. Alright, so I have Whale Oil options, I have early Field Watchman options. Material Deliveryman absolutely gets played if Tree Guard comes down from someone else. Informant for Brick, implying they will start player. I think this is just Field Watchman then. We could Reedstone for faster Clay Oven, but I'm not convinced that's actually the path here. So Zac on 3 wood. This implies that Zac is the Tree Guard. And I'm going to assume Eric Boytel is Field Doctor. But that's just very preliminary. It would be interesting if, like, nobody actually plays Tree Guard, because then Material Deliveryman was, not the best second pick, but, you know, what did we know at the time? Also, Informant passed a Woodslide Hammer. Is that concerning? You tell me. Eric Boytel apparently is hesitating to take Reedstone. Imagine being Informant and just getting Reedstone second action. It's not happening, thankfully. And it is going to be a restart for Brick, who plays Upholstery. For now, it's free, but they might be destroying some Reed at some point. Farm arrangement. Nothing to report. There is a Field Doctor in the game, but I think I don't want to fake it. I don't think faking that I have Field Doctor is necessarily good here. Alright. Round 1 Sheep, so a little weird that 2 Clay hasn't been taken yet. And in fact, it doesn't get taken. Okay, I like that. For me, there's 6 good actions this round. Oh, I only needed 5. Field Watchman is happy to Grain Plow. So, the picture is already getting more clear. Eric Boytel does have the Field Doctor, I'd have to presume. Zach probably has Tree Guard. Four Clay is probably just fine for me. We don't need a stage 1 So if we play Sundial, which is really cool. So that's my idea there. Though, no, there's no way I get enough, like, capacity to breed boar super fast. So the other thing, like, which I'm currently thinking, is how easy will it be to... Market Crier, are you serious right now? Dude. Oh, we got plow competition. What? Me no likey. There were a couple sheep stealers in the draft, Hades, so that could be a small reason. Alright. What am I doing? Thanks for the follow in the Times. I mean, Miller seems pretty good. Material Deliveryman's more important to get down here. I'm trying to think, is there anything that makes sense besides start player Slurry, and I don't think so. With Zach Tree Guarding next move, I would assume. Hey, Brindlin. Yeah, I got jury duty yesterday, and I don't know how many days next week I'll be unable to stream. It could be 5. So, doing today. And hello, Heroic Logic. I think I missed you there. Welcome. Is Zach also thinking? Yes, Thrall, I was indeed. Zizak is opting to lose a wood in order to hope Eric Boytel is market crying into more plowing as opposed to taking forest here. Naturally it works. I would run Field Watchman when someone else market cries stage 1. That would happen to me. Late Major. There's a lot of stuff I want to play here. And I did basically start for 6 wood, so I have to take one of them. Would have been a disaster. I mean, it's a 1 wood loss. I didn't expect it, but, you know, is what it is. Well, our second pick Material Deliverman is probably going to pay off, so that's fun. Provided I get to play an Ock with this move, and otherwise I guess I take 3 Reed. Am I really gonna play Material Deliverman before before Miller here? I don't know. We're in very wild lands already, Hades. Tree Guard games get wild, and the 100 player has Field Doctor and saw Market Crier and said, why not? Slightly unexpected Sculpture Course for Brick there. And they're upholstering a Reed. Is it possible Brick has Field Doctor? I think there are some twists in this game that we haven't run into yet. I'm going to play Material Deliverman here. And then we get a free Reed when 7 wood gets taken. I guess Brick is Sculpture Coursing a wood. Zizak casually grabbing 3 Reed. There's also a Basket Weaver in this draft. I think I know where it is. Sculpture Course is very good when you get a free grain in stage 1. I agree. Paying a Reed on upholstery is kind of crazy. I have no clue what's happening here, but I'm happy to just chill with a Sundial, I think. Eric Boytel taking Reedstone. I wonder how good Material Deliverman's going to be this game. I hope it's good. Yeah, maybe Brick has Field Doctor. Wow. Well, Thrall, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a wood that's getting sculpted. No! Huh. Hey, Schmog. No, you're not supposed to say PogChamp when Streamer is in the Grain Seeds fight. That's not how it works. Okay. So the options are Miller, Sheep. Is there another option? I do think Miller is better long-term than just building Hearth here. "25% of the time I play Zazaki's on Tree Guard." We have the counter! But yeah, it's sometimes rough. I'm assuming Zazak has Basket Weaver and goes Basket Weaver into build. But lots of things could happen here. It's a super varied board right now. That is not Basket Weaver, but Sower is fun. Forward for Eric Boytel, who I'm now convinced is not the Field Doctor. I think it's Brick. There's also a Pastor in this draft, and I'm wondering if Brick or Eric Boytel gets trapped by it. One reason we're fine with the Hearth, besides Field Watchman sometimes being fine with it anyway, is we have a Master Tanner, and also this Game Provider. Brick takes Reedstone Food. Very sensible. I take a pretty obvious sheep move. I could take 4 food, but that just seems bad. And Zazak is going to take VMW here, I think, which means Basket Weaver was not in his hand, but if he knows it's in the draft, then it makes a lot of sense for him to grab it right now. Zazak can still build the first room next round unless Eric Boytel starts with a wood. I don't think there's any of that. Brick not getting a third field in is kind of unfortunate for them if they do have Field Doctor. Sower gives you a read anytime you build a major, and at any time you can get that read from the card or throw it away for a sow action. My Material Deliveryman's plenty happy with stacks of 5 food, 5 food, 6 clay, 5 clay. If I waited out 5 sheep, it would have come out with a wood, but waiting for 5 food is the same, and I had to take one of the 4 piles for food. Well, I guess it's not the same, because strong enough chances that the food doesn't get taken at 5. Anyway, it's going to be fine. The Woodslide Hammer in my hand was intended to be a D draft. We'll see what actually happens with it. Who knows? This game could go any direction. It is pretty unpredictable right now. stone flips in round 5. Eric Boytel played a Hod. We'll see if they go for 4 wood for a room, 6 clay because it's the biggest stack, or something else. Anything is possible. But this time it's 4 wood. I assume Brick takes Reedstone. No. I'm happy to take it, I guess? Zach's building. I have no clue what Eric Boytel does. But Brick probably wheels a read action, if desired. Do I want a second read or a first stone? Not sure about this one. But there's a chance I get 2 read back, which I'd be happy with, I think. We wouldn't go for Woodslide Hammer this game. I don't expect to have nearly enough wood for that, but a clay room or 2 is definitely possible later in the game. Hey, Silver. Oh, small trader is why Eric Boytel is going major minor. For a bookmark, okay. Plow. Oh, of course, Field Doctor. Okay. Should probably start. I want to get Sundial and Writing Desk down soon, so I can get second room if it's mid-growth. I think just getting Sundial down is the idea with this move. Field Doctor right in front of me without early growth here is a little unfortunate. We're probably growing third. Zach's got a knock. Overachiever. Nice. I did pass that. Overachieving Ovens seems good. Okay, I think I just take 6 wood in all worlds here. As Brick throws away stone. Okay, late grow. Definitely taking 6 wood. And probably grain plowing, assuming Eric Boytel builds. Ceilings is the first pick miner for Zach. Pretty strong card. I don't know Zach's first dock yet. Zach is ready to overachieve the Stone Oven on Grow. Seems unlikely that he'll be beaten to it. With Eric Boytel having enough reasons, it looks like, to just go Clay Oven or build miners on Major Miner. Kelp Gatherer for Eric Boytel here. And an Ock for Brick. Is this Field Doctor, I presume? Followed by a Plow. No, we're getting a Clay Firer. That makes a lot of sense with Sculpture Course. Alright, I could build, I could grain. Brick is gonna threaten Stone Oven. Or the Well, one of them. I guess the Well makes more sense. I mean, the stacks on this board are wild, but I have this Sundial that I'd really like to get 3 fields out of. How much does that matter? You know, I don't know. Building is a lot safer. But so is grain plowing. I don't know, both options seem pretty safe. I just need to think ahead more into the future right now. Brick has 3 actions left this stage, and 2 of them want to be Plow and Field Doctor. I wonder if Eric Boytel ever plows here. Let's at least give ourselves room to find out. Two stables is pretty interesting. I don't really like it, but I would still have enough wood for writing desk. And the game provider Master Tanner off of writing desk seems really good. Field Doctor lets you use regular growth as Urgent Wish. As if it were Urgent Wish once in the game. Hey, Mighty. I put a big maybe in my stream title yesterday. But no, my service is not over right now. And it could be for a whole nother week. Minor on major minors, definitely a thing Eric Boytel can do. Really glad they market cried so that everyone else could have a grain while they didn't get anything into the ground. Boar Spear? That is legal. You had a Gloria. Oh, sorry to hear about Rage Quitters. Field Doctor arrangement complete over there. Alright, so Zach does get to grow with an oven and another miner, and the regular miner. Very efficient tempo-wise. Brick Tamlin probably goes for the start Ock, which is effectively a start build. I don't know what Eric Boytel's going to do, because I think that's just the permanent state of being I have to accept this game. I really want to Grain Plow with one of my moves, and there should be enough opportunity to take a big stack of something. Drill Harrow, okay. Oh, that's nice. Sower gives unconditional sows. So Zach can just pop a read off to get field -3 food sow. Seems good. Yeah, I feel like I never make the right choices in draft. Especially in games with Zach these days. Eric Boytel's not going to try a start build, thankfully. So I could try to run the Ock block here. But, like, the odds of it not working are just really, really high. And I could just advance my game by taking Grove, or Reed Bank, or Western Quarry. I guess Zach probably wants to tree guard. We're all fed. I plan to eat my sheep. Alright, we're just gonna go with the classic rules of late grow. Take wood and plow. Hey, Jeremiah. Tree guard with major first grow, early sow, yep. I mean, it was that or I passed Field Watchman, so I wasn't exactly stuck with great options. Unfortunately. Zach has a very fun 2 grain fields option here. Yeah. Then tree guard. Oh, it doesn't have wood for tree guard. Never mind. Scratch that whole idea. 4 read is fine for him. What's funny is that I'm just fine not taking read because Well, I guess stacks of 7 exactly aren't happening here. Whenever the bottom feeding gets taken, I get a stone starting next round. But if bottom feeding gets taken here, I get a read. Alright, I will need to start, but I can play Writing Desk happily. This is not a whale oil game. Rick has a Field Doctor here. Nobody playing an Ock, meaning it would have been pretty fruitless to try to Ock block. And with all the good stuff on the board, I'm gonna Grain Plow because I have a sow at the end of this round. Imagine begging in this game. I did consider eating a raw grain. We have late pigs. I'm also considering just take 6 wood. Bookmark plays Hollow Warden for a free fireplace. Oh, actually, so taking 6 wood is fine here. Maybe. I don't know. Hollow Warden's a little weird here. I guess 4 sheep is not a huge deal when there's 8 food on the board. I think I am gonna take 6 wood here, though. Feels a little crazy. But if I can get fences up faster, should be worth a fair bit. Also, what this does to... if I start, so Zach just gets infinite wood, and I think I just flat out lose. What I'm also doing with this sequence is saying I'm still playing for first. Which hopefully is a decision popular with the crowd. Yo, what's up, Plum Bob? I am, of course, happiest to just start player second move. And I'm okay with the alternatives. What is funny is that if Zach beats me, the power leveling penalty I think goes all the way to 100%. Odds of material delivery on stone? I mean, pretty sure I'm getting at least 2 this game. Because I'd be surprised if these bottom feedings never get taken. Eric Boytel starts with a milk jug. Lots of stuff available on the board. Brick Tamland is going to hit Clayfire and build the well. Very sensible. I think I do just take the sheep here. Again at 4, not 5, because I hate wood or something. On the other hand, this sequence gets me 4 wood next round when it goes grow 5 wood, 4 wood. And then I can play 2 Ox and say screw the growth queue. This is not Master Tanner friendly, but like the growth queue is bad enough to where I don't think I care. Zach doesn't want to Reno right now because there's wood on the next 3 rounds until he Renos. So I think Zach might do fish or Ock. Or stone here. Oh, you meant on Western Quarry, getting a wood or more from it? More? Yeah, I don't know. That's a fun guess. Anyone's guess. Zach is going to decline a food to prevent Eric Boytel from getting a veggie. Because Eric Boytel is pretty forced onto fish here. Or, I guess, not strongly forced, because there's always next round where Eric Boytel can take single pig and spirit for 4 food. But certainly 8 food is more than 4. Things you learn watching me. Teal is rated 100 on 300 something games. So yeah, I mean, I think I agree to some extent. Zach is gonna take it now, though. They love Agricola. Nothing wrong with that. Love the material deliveryman stone. Oh, Brick can get the informant wood before sculpting it. Ah, nice. I did not realize that exact detail. I might actually get 5 wood then, because 5 stone seems good for Brick. In a super ideal world, which isn't the farthest from happening, might not need to start to grow. I might be able to get another grain plow in here. If I can be super efficient while losing 1 spot in the queue, I'm going to see and hope if that pays off. Rick should probably greed the 5 stone, and that seems like the plan over there. So I think I'm taking 4 wood. The big concern is... Well, there's a lot to do here. There's the take wood, which is just good. But we also have to fear Zazak building, doing something like wood start build. So if Zazak starts, I should have a battle plan. But can't turn down the wood here. You've seen Market Crier never win after 300 games, and someone comes to the conclusion of playing it first. You know, there's always different reasons why certain players are rated 100. There are always different reasons for it. Zazak not having wood here is a good sign for me, though, in terms of not needing to start for grow. I'm happy to see that. So I can either fence or play Ox. Fencing now seems really good. Grain Plow also seems really good because I still have this Sundial. Everyone has the power level cap, yeah. Well, here's the Boar Spear move. I forgot it came with 2 clay. I mean, the only other option was... I don't even know. For Eric Boytel. Brick does wheel 5 stone. Seems good. Alright, what did I greed out this sequence for? Fencing here or Grain Plow here? I think it's Grain Plow. Before each harvest I discard from fields. Yeah, I want to have this in the ground. I have reasonable enough fence tempo. Okay. Potter's Market is fun. So Zach has a really good fields and crops game here, which is pretty funny. Given exactly how it's happening. Brick has an established person. That seems like a good 2-room card. Zazak will be outfield watching me. It is pretty sad. Considering I also have a sundial. My game's fairly efficient here. It's just that if Zazak ever gets enough wood to get reasonable fencing, I don't know how I can win. And I mean, Brick's game is also just fine, too. Informant's gonna give them enough wood to hit 3 stables or 4 stables. They have turn order advantage on me, and I'm the other one with animal capacity right now. I assume Zizak Potter's Markets one more time here. And does a Drill Harrow. Because this is a good round to sow grain. Yeah. And Zizak's game isn't good enough, so he will get to open 6 wood, whether or not he wants to tree guard it. It would be nice to get Clay Oven. So I could consider doing that first move. Of course, Eric Boytel might, or some other craziness. I do have enough stone for Clay Oven and Storeroom already, so that's good. Material Deliveryman being a bro. Yeah, pretty good card. Late growth and or tree guard. Turning it on. I assume we see one more tree guard, but I'm not sure. Maybe not now. Not on forest. Fair enough. 3 read for Eric Boytel, because who knows? Brick, it's not a bad time to take Joinery for them. But there are tons of other things that they could want to do. I think I will take Clay Oven and grow Writing Desk. Next round, playing Game Provider, Master Tanner, Grain Plow, and a third action. Two sheep is the move for Brick, very reasonable. It does let me build Clay Oven here, and I'm not going to pass up that chance. Joinery might be a very good play this game, but it's not one that I want to do right now. Okay, I feel well enough compensated for growing 4th instead of 3rd. Zizak doing a normal plow, not having enough sower actions to do it the other way. Though, grain utilization feels fine for Zizak as well. Not exactly sure why plow is the move for him here. With the Stone Oven, it feels like grain utilization is fine. But maybe he's just saving this last sower for the end game, which is also extremely reasonable. Eric Boytel takes Clay, suggesting that there is a Clay room in his future, in their future. Yeah, Brindle, and I took 6 wood. If I started for grow, Zizak would get the wood and 5 wood next round, or be able to like tree guard the 6 wood. I was going to be basically giving up the game, I think, if I went for third grow. So better winning odds, worse second place odds is... Well, you could argue it's better second place odds too. Zizak is going open air farmer, very nice. Because now I have lots of wood, even though I'm, my fence tempo is not amazing relative to the table. But I didn't have to spend a start player action. I've continued to get my game moving. I have this third grain field thanks to this round 9 sundial that I'm not sure I would have had otherwise. Zach will be able to Reno next round. Brick is starting. I appreciate that. Probably for... Oh. Not sure if it's 2 boar or not. Throwing axe means it could be 4 wood, 2 food. No, I probably should keep my sheep and just fence first action. Do I need fence first action? Probably should. Don't think I have enough reasons to take 2 pigs here. It is obviously very good for Zizak to get 2 pigs here. But I have my own pig source. Oh, it is just 2 pigs for Brick first move. I am fine with that. I am absolutely fine with that. Fence Ock X is my round, and I think X is pretty happy being Grain Plow. Here's the point in the game where, I'd like to have... Oh, maybe the X is Joinery. Is the X ever Joinery? It's kind of risky. I mean, I don't know if Eric Boytel is ever going to take wood. The player in front of me has throwing axe. They probably Reno Joinery next move. It's not Zach getting Joinery. I will let Brick get Joinery, I think. I think it's pretty unclear how good of a decision that is. No KLJ. Zach's got a lasso. That is actually fine in this situation to take 2 cows and round 12. Seems good. Assuming there are 2 cows on the board, which is not guaranteed. There was a Briar Hedge in my opening Miners pack. Zizak does not seem to be playing for it. Brick Tamland can't play for it meaningfully. Wonder if Zizak just forgot about it. Probably not. I'd be a little surprised if Zizak forgot. Yeah, grain plowing's probably just fine for me. Because I have potatoes that want to get dug. I guess I should have baked more than one grain. I didn't count my food accurately enough, and now I probably have to eat one raw. You know, that's far from the end of the world, but kind of annoying. 2 raw if I get stuck on expensive Ock here. Eric Boytel, I assume, wants to, like, build and grow, but the only move that gives them enough food is cow. And maybe is wondering if Zizak is building here. Or if they need to take forward themselves. Who knows? I would not be surprised to see cow build grow from Eric Boytel here. But I would also not be the most surprised to see Zizak build. I think I'm hoping for Urgent in 13 to have a use for Seatmate. Also, can someone take grain so I can bake? My miller is lonely. I guess if with Milk Jug, I also don't need to eat a grain. Cool. Though if someone takes grain, then I can bake a grain in the clay oven and then also save my sheep, which would be super cool. But my setup's already quite cool. I'm gonna get 2 pigs off of Game Provider, and that's gonna have 2 pairs of animals breeding, giving me a reso. This song hitting just in time, indeed. I guess the reso can just be all grain. Oh, Zizak tree guarding the big space. I'm getting a reed! Yay, that's Reno reed. I do not own a dance parlor. This is misinformation. No! No! Give big tree guard. Aww. Cat jam. Whoa! We got a claw knife! Claw knife alert. Open air farmer is a good way to run it, I suppose. Here's a build grow. You have to assume. Brick cannot Reno Joinery because they decided to take the 4 wood first. Fair enough. They might regular Joinery. And they might let me steal it. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I could just grain plow like a responsible person. It does a lot for me. The sooner I get to my potato digger condition, the better. It was just a sequencing thing. Alright, cool. It is just a lot safer for me to not build joinery because this storeroom is already paid for, basically. And I assume material deliverymen will finish giving me Reno parts. It's been okay so far. The 7 wood inevitably gives me a reed. And 6 clay I'm pretty sure exists also next round to give me a clay. Reno parts. Pretty neat. I guess I grow storeroom next round. I'm definitely doing maximum game provider each of the next 2 harvests. My harvest is going to be really sweet. Me and Zazak have done some very solid automatic sowing this game. Eric Boytel is taking their time to grow here. Please grow so you don't make my life terrible next round. Please just grow. I guess I don't need seatmate until round 14 to get to 5 people. That's probably a good thing, because Potato Digger is going to be a lot more effective in round 14. Please grow. This is why you took the cow. Also, are we going to get a quitter? Because that would also suck. Oh, no! No! Okay. Okay. Please confirm. Yes, okay, we got there. that iconography was very confusing. You had to quit her with an online friends game. Whoa. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Israel Cast, thanks for the follow. The decision I have right now... Well, I think I have like 3 or 4 extra raw grain this game. Maybe as many as like 5 or 6. I guess raw is not quite the right word. I just don't know if I'm supposed to eat 2 raw grain and try to get to 6 sheep. Or just be fine with ending on 4 sheep. I'm gonna claim my game likely runs into raw grain eating at some point. And eating 2 here will not be a big deal. Oh, God. Is this actually gonna work? No. I don't clear these fields off early enough. Okay. Uh-huh. I didn't do this right. It's too late to feed the other way. Game Provider is neat. It clears your fields off faster. Unfortunately for me, it didn't clear them off as fast as I needed them to be cleared off. And I definitely needed to eat the sheep, I think. Oh well. Zach lassos the 7 wood and the sheep. Fair enough. Ooh. More tree guard. More tree guard, more fun. Three wood first move. Classic. Okay. I'm definitely gonna eat 3 pigs and grow storeroom. The other part of my round is uncertain. I guess I could play my ox and grain plow. I could take clay, which nerfs the pottery a good bit. Well, maybe not enough. And be ready to reno fireplace at some point just for points. The thing is, the 6 clay is only like a point better for me than waiting for someone else to take the clay. But, like, Zach might. I don't know if anyone else will. There is also just start to... get urgent for myself next round and not worry about seat mate. Is Zach... What is Zach doing? Maybe fencing? Joinery looks better and better. Agricola's hard. Kinda just want a grain plow first. Which is kinda wild. On the other hand, what is it? Like, is 6 clay good enough? I don't know. I could also just take a cow. Maybe that's the answer, is take a cow. There is an early cattle in this game. Zach is gonna Reno. Why now? Fireplace? Yep, fair. Oh, yeah, okay. Taking clay looks like an even better idea now. And make sure I don't pass remodeling. I could just start remodeling for urgent as well. But obviously that has the issue of who ends up with the clay. And I want that answer to be me. Especially if we wait for it to be 8 clay, then I get another stone from it. I get another reed when 7 wood gets taken next round, and I have second Reno parts. Oh! 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 Grain is happening. Booyah. Maybe we're totally fine. That maybe was one too many grains. Could Ock now, but I get 1 less veggie. Which is 1 point worse. Is it 1 point worse? It might not even be 1 point worse. Do I care enough about min-maxing 1 point here? Do I grow and see what happens? Do I try to... or do I just take joinery here? The options are many. Let's get my ox out of the way. Alright, I can use Urgent if anyone but Eric Boytel uses it with their first. No, if it's just occupied at all. Next move, I eat 3 pigs and grow. Eating 3 pigs is going to be a lot more palatable when I can just game provider a bunch back. And I do have automatic sowing if I have 2 breeding pairs. Which means a cow next round is pretty strong. Like, stronger than usual. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how I've piloted this game. Seems very unclear if I can actually win or not. Brick starts. I mean, that's going to be urgent. Or 7 wood. It's not going to be cultivation. So that means I have a way to get urgent next round, whether it's second action of the round or fourth action for me. No! No! You want to start. You want to start. You don't need joinery right now. You just want to start. Trust me. You'll have plenty of time to get the rest of your farm done. Just start. Take urgent for the team. Wow, what a lack of being a team player. I would like to move 3 food to Master Tanner. That is a strange joinery indeed, but I mean, can still reno a joinery. Also, I definitely miscalculated the amount of stone I'd have because I forgot how to need storeroom. Eric Boytel spearing a boar because reasons. God, now I also want the big clay move. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want here. Ideally, this goes urgent into... I get to take cow first action. Wait, why is Zach start? Because I completely didn't notice how the round went, and Brick didn't start? Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, Zach gets joinery off of Overachiever. Yeah, rough. It's fine, D-Mayor. I actually do get to take Urgent Wish with my last action this round. So that's cool, at least. I can take cow or cultivation, and the amount that the table cares about cultivation is extremely small. Did I completely misread? I misread your question. I totally misread your question. Yes, it's Master Tanner. I thought you meant my fourth action this turn gets to be Urgent Wish, but you were asking how I regular wished last round. Yes, Pepiko's got you. Brick is taking a cow? No, it's Eric Boytel taking a cow. Okay, so that does mean I need a sow now. No, it was Brick taking the cow. I can't read anything anymore. But this is fine. This is totally fine. In fact, these veg fields get to be... Wait, does everything get to be resown with slurry at the end? Oh, that's so sick. Okay, never mind. I love my game. Zazak taking 4 wood, meaning I can take the clay stack for myself. Sick. Love that. Clay X grow. What a sick round. It might not even be Reno, but Clay Reno grow would be the sickest. The fact that Game Provider is getting my second breeding pair for Slurry is so cool. Also, the fact that I haven't regretted eating the grain over the sheep is cool. The clay is to both deny clay to Zazak for pottery and for my Reno. I was hoping to get someone to take a stack of 6 so that Material Deliveryman would get me the clay for Reno. But, you know, this is fine too. Brick starting. I am so happy with how this is going. This is the best. It does seem like Zazak has to fence first move if there's any perceived threat of Eric Boytel regular fencing. Though, admittedly, there isn't that big of a chance of that. Eric Boytel does have a spite fence, but probably saved a wood for a reason. We'll see. Zazak going Sobake instead of just using Sower, which says to me there's slight food issues over there. We're gonna go for, I think, 1+4? I don't think I can get more than 8 veggies. The fact that Zazak has 41 with that farm is not great for my outlook. I can't Reno here. There are not that many things that I want to do here. I could prepare for a clay room, but I don't know how useful that is. Yeah, Zazak gets, like... The read on Sower basically turns into Sow actions, and Sow actions get a field with them, so... yeah, I think I should be taking Reed here to make Zazak's BMW worse. Do I think I'm ever losing to Brick? No. Brick Tamland is very point capped here. I take blocky moves. I really don't think there's much I can use on this board. I could have prepared double Reno, but you could argue that this Reed move is also preparing double Reno. In fact, I will argue that. How good is life? Do you mean in context of this Agricola game? It feels like 12? Oh no, this is definitely not a 12. This is a 6.5. This is a solid 6.5. I really like what I've done, and I think Zizak is still gonna beat me 6.5. Have I gotten great value out of my things? Yes. What is unfortunate is Zach has fun stuff to potentially do here. My first action Renoing. First action 5 Stoning. I guess I first action Reno so that I threaten build. So Zach doesn't have a reason to take 5 stone. Oh, do I have a shortage of clay now? That's awkward. Eric Boytel wants 6 food. Zach gets to lasso something. Presumably a cow. Eric Boytel no longer needs 5 food. Wow, I miscounted my clay pretty badly. On the other hand, if 5 stone gets taken, I have a second wood to build a stable with. So I have that counter. Eric Boytel gets to plow sow. Their likelihood of market crying is pretty low. Grain plow is fine. It's maybe better than plow sow for me. Nobody's taking 6 food. Which means I'm not getting build parts. I mean, clay build. Does Brick ever let me build? Brick has 1 action. Like, why would Brick not single stable? I take stone first and see what Brick does. If I had fodder chamber, this would be the greatest. Unfortunately, I don't. mean, Zach seems to me like he's ending on 52. I think I'm probably beating 52. Or 53. 53. Run out of 50. Grain plow to 51. I'm evaluating the non-thing line. Non-room line. Grain to 52. Storeroom to 54? Maybe I do have it. I do need some food, actually. Maybe I'm taking the 6 food. Yeah, actually, because Zach is... hey, Zach. Thanks. I'm presuming you're right, but not sure. We'll see what Brick does. Six food build Reno would be sick. This game shows you need to filter out bronze again. You're the reason we're playing with bronze. Ooh, Brick going the casual veg line. Okay, just me and Eric Boytel left. Eric Boytel cannot build room. Sweet. I don't need an extra food, so I take the mean 6 food action. It does give me a clay. We're up to 10 KLJ. I wouldn't say this is 12, but we've beaten the evil Zizak. Unfortunately, resetting his power leveling plan. Zizak was never winning Elo off of me this game, so maybe Zizak lost on purpose. Your prediction round 2 is that Eric would market cry and then start the sculpture course. Ah. A fair guess. But of course, wild cards are wild cards. Because Eric plowed round 1, I thought he had Field Doctor. Turned out to not be the case. Oh, wait. I can build a stable. I'm so used to not building a stable. It is still an impressive tree guard, I agree. Material Deliveryman was very clutch. That's a second pick Material Deliveryman. Ooh, I got a free bake. I don't need it. Free grain for everyone. Pass. Yeah, okay. I'm feeling very good about the Material Deliveryman now, obviously. I think it made enough sense at the time. Okay, so I get a full sow here. I think I want to sow 3 grain, or 3 veg, 2 grain. So I need to save 2 grain, which I do have. Okay, so actually that market cry did give me a point. Maybe it didn't. No, it gave me a 6th pig. Whatever. Right, and then if you take Field Doctor or Patroness above Tree Guard, then Tree Guard could very easily come back to me. And then I'm running Tree Guard. It was definitely a good stage 5 flip for me. It's pretty much exactly what I wanted with Seatmate and then ending up getting Plauso in round 12 or whatever. Maybe 13. You're never taking those over Tree Guard? Interesting. Interesting. First pick Miner was... you mean first pick Ock? I assume first pick Miner was Ceilings. But yeah, first pick Ock BM Wife is a little unfortunate. I think I took Miller out of that pack, maybe? Or maybe Potato? Regardless, we have another piece of evidence for 4 stone rooms being my optimal finishing condition. Gonna be in the high 50s again here. Should have passed the storeroom. You were going to nutrition. Yeah, Teal did slam single animals hard once Kelp didn't hit nearly as often as they hoped. Why is Red only 3rd? Just not enough ambition in their game plan, I would say. If we just look at Red's scoring categories, like, there's nothing wrong with them, but when you max out on 4 house points and Urgent Wish flips in 13, like, you're very often not going to hit 5 family members. Well, so I didn't want to answer something like what KLJ said because I feel like, no offense, but that is kind of the more obvious answer, is skill issue. But trying to explain it from a different perspective there. Like, Tree Guard, Zazak knows very well how to hit very high scores with very many options for scoring, and showed off some ways to do that. Get your guilds that aren't joinery, get your stone oven, max out crops, find ways to do that. And, I mean, this Drill Harrow, Zazak had 15 extra food to throw into 5 fields. It's pretty good. In general, like, Informant gives you support for bigger stuff. They passed me a wood slide hammer. I don't really know why. Eric Boytel is deciding whether or not they should eat this 6th vegetable of theirs. That doesn't make enough sense. I'm hitting the "Hey, are you still there" button. Red joins your exhibit of cards that require early plow to do sick things are still bad if you don't use the plows. There is some truth to that as well. If you make your point containers, the point containers are best holding points in them. You know, it'd be really cool as if blue didn't finish the game. Or this makes Eric Boytel show up with no time on their clock. Because, who knows? Feels to me like they went to the end of their clock on purpose. But, whatever. Hits my threshold of red thumb behavior. Abandoning the game on purpose. I'm not sure if Brick realized it. The online player behavior is not always the best. Yeah, it's also a problem on Play Agricola. Nice. I will be turning on that game at some point. I have it recording. Yeah, that definitely happens, Esoteric. It definitely happens. If me and Zach leave this yes up, then I think we get there. What would be really funny / sad more than funny is if Brick Tanlin runs out of time and then Eric Boytel kicks them. That would be something. Oh yeah, absolutely, Esoteric. We passed a tree guard, second pack material deliveryman comes in, we snap it. Well, pretty snap. Not fully snap, but you know, we got our 15 resources. Alright, please finish. It would be pretty sad if this game didn't finish. I have a very cool game here. I would like to earn credit for it. Yeah, on top of it being a tree guard game, it was also a double late grow game. The later grow is, the better material deliveryman gets. Like, round 5, no tree guard, it's almost unplayable, and then it can be as good as this. Brick has showed up. Thank goodness. I would like to sow my stuff in this specification for points. 59. Yeah, this is a good way to get Zizak to reset. I was saying earlier that Zizak would have actually won 0 elo off of me if Zizak beat me, because it would have been maximum power leveling penalty. So I'm not sure how tactical this win is for me. The game ended. Yay! We won! Yay! It's a nice change. Oh yeah, I mean, you absolutely should not care about it, Zizak. You have been so unfairly affected by Elo that it's ridiculous. Alright, apparently I was also pretty slow this game. Though nobody was faster than Brick, who was basically 27 minutes. I would have won party organizer points. What? Thanks, Plum Bob. My first win. Your goal is to get a 0 elo win because that would be a fun screenshot. It would be. You power leveling the entire Agricola community. Rindelin predicting I'll end up with a 100 elo penalty against the Zach now. Yeah. It's my second consecutive win against Eric Boytel. I lose 11% of the 0.77 elo that I would have won, so I only win 0.67 now. Great system, BGA. It would have been a real shame if I won 0.77 elo. Good thing you moved it down to 0.67. Like, no one went through the examples. No one tested this. No way anyone tested that. I just wanted a zoom in of my farm. Thank you. Good looking farm. Short 1 pig. Eating the raw grain was correct. Not waiting on potato digger was correct. And we got a few bonus house points in round 14. Cool stuff.